Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on the new CTS Archive tool. In this video, like I said at the end of the second video, we're going to look at adding items into the archive that don't necessarily start from within wardrobe. And the best example I can give of this is that, let's say you've bought something brand new and you've added it to your wardrobe, but you've got this box that it came in. And you don't really want to archive it out of your wardrobe because you just got it. But you want to store that box along with that item so that if you ever need to retrieve the box again, it's really easy. This is a great tool for that. And it's another use case for the archive system that was added in by request as it was being developed. So I want to take a look at what this is going to look like. So let me hop into my wardrobe really quick. As I mentioned earlier, I got some older Blueberry clothes for Not Quite Butta so that she could feel a little more modern. And the two things I got were the Lola top and the Lola shorts. Now these are both brand new items into my inventory. They're both brand new items in my wardrobe. I don't want to archive them, but they each have a box of stuff associated with them. They have a whole bunch of extras and things like that that aren't really what I want to wear. I really just am wearing the standard size large. But I don't really want to delete all that other stuff. I might get a mesh body, I might change my shape, what have you. I want to keep a copy of those with me so I can get back to them. So we're going to look at how to do that today. Basically how to box items up and store them in your archive cabinet even though you're not archiving things out. And to do that, what we need to do is we need to res ourselves a basket. So I'm going to come to my archive cabinet, I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to choose the option to res a basket. And it asks me to give a name to this basket. Now the name you give to the basket is going to match the name of what you're going to put into it. So I'm going to start with my Lola shorts here. So I'm going to call this one Lola shorts. And it's going to put it out. And I believe if I right click on it, it should have the right name. There we go, Lola shorts. Now, next thing I want to do is come into my Lola shorts folder here. And I'm going to go ahead and pick up all of these items, holding down the control key, and I'm going to drag and drop them in. So I have these all divided up already, but really I want to go ahead and, oh, there's one problem right there. I can't drag things in if they're being worn. That's okay. For our purposes, we don't really have to worry about that. I'll drag in the things that I can, but normally you would want to drag in everything you wanted to put in there. All right, so now I've got everything in there that I want to have. I'm going to right click and I'm going to take this back into my inventory. So I've got my Lola shorts here. Now, in the last video, we started with a click of a button inside of wardrobe, which resed a basket for us and tied it all together. We didn't do that this time. We started directly from the cabinet. So what we need to do is pick this Lola shorts back up again, right click or hold down the left mouse button and drag it over to our cabinet while holding down control and drop it. Now, since we haven't told it where this needs to go, the first thing it's going to ask us is, which drawer do you want to put this in? So for my case, I'm going to go ahead and choose my clothing. I'm going to do that. And then it's going to say, hey, do you want to tie this to something you already have in your wardrobe? Now the way this works right now is it's doing a search. So the closer the name of your basket is to the name of the item you have in wardrobe, the more likely you are to find this. But sometimes it won't find it. It seems to work about 80, 95% of the time, somewhere in there. It just depends. All right, so in this case, we're looking to match it up with the Lola short. So we're going to click on that. And just like before, it's going to tell me no drawer was selected, so we selected one. And it says now that it put the item in the Lola shorts into the My Clothing drawer. Let's go back over to wardrobe. I'm going to go ahead and refresh my wardrobe really quick. And come back in here to shorts. And you'll notice now that it's got that same icon that we had before that lets me know that it's in the archive cabinet. But if I turn off both the show items in inventory and the show archived items, last time when we looked at the bikini, showing the archived item showed it up, right? This time, you'll notice that it shows up as both in inventory and in archive. So no matter which one of these we click, it works. It lets us know that we have an archived copy of this, but it's still in inventory. And the difference there is with the bikini. When we choose the bikini, if I say only show me the items that are in inventory, because we actually archived it out of our wardrobe, it no longer shows as in inventory. It's only showing as archived. The difference there is maybe a little bit hard to understand, but it's an important one to keep in mind. Oops. Because this one, we didn't start in wardrobe and choose to archive it. It shows up in both. Again, we're going to look at in a separate video how to get these items back out of here. But the important part here is if I click on this, it's going to tell me that I've got this box inside of my wardrobe archive that lets me get back into all that extra stuff. And the cool thing about that then is if you really want to kind of keep your inventory, clean and get rid of stuff that you don't feel you need in your inventory, you can actually come in here now to these extra things that we put away and just delete them because you do have that box stored in your archive cabinet. So that's the second use case for the archive tool. The first one, of course, was to actually archive something that's in our wardrobe that we don't want in there anymore. And the second is to box some items up that we don't want in our inventory and store them alongside of our item in wardrobe, but not actually archive that item out of our wardrobe. We want it to still be active. In the next video, we will take a look at one more use case around storing boxes. It's a slight difference to what we've just done here, but I think it's important enough to kind of warrant another look at this whole process. So in the next video, we'll take a look at that. Don't forget, like, subscribe, click the bell if you want to be notified when these new videos come out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.